Yo, 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 YouTube! Look where I'm running! In paradise! Now today, the subject is my top 3 tips for people that are just starting out to run, and what you should keep an eye out for and what you should prioritize when you start running. So, here we go! So, what is my number 1 tip? My number 1 tip is enjoyment. Enjoyment leads to consistency. Consistency leads to health. So, how can you enjoy running? I enjoy running at a slow pace, but in trails. Check this out. Trails is an amazing place to run because your pace is determined by the trail, not by you. Trails also help keep your mind occupied and just a great place to be in nature. So, number 1 tip, enjoyment. Enjoyment can come from many different forms for other people. For some it can be music, for some it could be recording like me, or some nothing, just the thoughts. So find your happy place while you're running. But the only way you're gonna find your happy place while you run is if you run slow. You can be able to talk like I am while you're running. This is a good pace to talk. Tip number 2 for people that are starting to run is focus on running slowly. Build a base. Build a base which you can use afterwards to do high intensity workouts. Now you should spend like 2 to 3 months just running slowly and very long. Now, how do you know if you are running slowly currently? There are 2 ways. One is looking at your heart rate. So heart rate, there's something called zones. Now, if you want to run slowly, you should always be in zone 2. And how do you calculate that? It's your max heart rate, which an estimate could be 220 minus your age. That will give you a max heart rate. And then with that, you can calculate your zone 2. The second method is you should be able to talk to the person next to you, or you should be able to sing, just the way I'm doing. I'm talking while I'm running. This is a good indicator that I'm running zone 2 and easy. Now, why should you run easy? You need to give your legs time to adapt to all the volume and this new repetitive movement, and doing it easy will ensure you do not get injured. Another thing is, when you run easy, endurance, you're building more mitochondria in your legs, hence you can produce better energy, hence you're more efficient, hence when you do high intensity workouts, it'll be much easier for you to perform well. So, as a rule of thumb, any type of training you do, 80% needs to be easy. Easy is life. Easy equals enjoyment. Easy equals you're just enjoying the run. That's tip number 2. I'm 30 minutes into my run and I'm resting. I'm just chilling, you know? Look at this. Look around me. Why wouldn't you want to chill? You've got like birds everywhere. Lovely scenery. I've just ran 30 minutes and now I'm just taking all this in before I head back home. But this brings me on beautifully to my 3rd advice. 3rd tip to anyone starting to run. The 3rd one is not related to running. It's actually strength training. Strength training has been a big cornerstone of everyday life for me. It's helped me massively in my running. It keeps you injury free, number one. Number two, it keeps your bones, tendons, everything properly safe. Now, strength training is a little more complicated. I can't really give you advice through video. You do need to consult a professional. You can visit my website if you want. Happy to help you through this journey. But if there are any coaches around you, you should contact them and just be like, I want to take running to the next level. I want to stay healthy when I run. And they're probably going to work with you a lot on compensation. They're going to work with you a lot on not having imbalances. They're going to work a lot of holds, so that your muscles and your tendons can become really strong. So that's my third tip on running, strength training. Just before I finish off, strength training is very important for new runners. Anyone that's starting a new fitness journey, strength training is really important, even more so than professionals, because when you really start out your fitness journey, your muscles, your tendons, they're not as strong as what a pro athletes would be. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need strength training right now because I'm not at that level. That's not true. I think it's the opposite. When you do start out your journey, it is when you need it the most. Now that I've told you my 3 tips, I've got a few advice I want to give to people, and this is coming just on top of my head. Number 1, it's okay to walk. It's okay to run 60 seconds, walk 90 seconds for like 6 rounds. When you're starting to run, walking is your best friend. Number 2, when you start running, don't go and run 5 days in a week. Give your body time to recover. It is very important. Go run maybe on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Take the weekend off, and the next week just add one more run. Number 3 is I really like working with weekly mileage, and just as a golden rule, I don't tend to increase someone's mileage more than 10%, which means if I'm running 20 kilometers next week, I wouldn't run more than 22. So if you're beginning your running career, just take that into account. Your body takes time to adapt, so don't go hard too fast. Number 4 is nutrition. My advice to when people start running is don't change anything in nutrition. Okay, just be mindful of what you're eating, but keep it really standard. Now, if you do get to a level where you're going out for an hour 30, 2 hours, that is when you need water with you and you need food with you. And when you do come back home, you need to eat carbs in order to replenish those stores. So these were my 4 little tips. But yeah, I hope this helps everyone, and catch you on another run video another day. Woo!